Hey, welcome back. Eric Robinson, Chula Vista Shop Steward. Remember to vote members for members, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right, I wanted to take a time to address a video that I had made earlier that had to deal with drivers having their progression paused during their 30-day training. Right now, the company is using this to say, hey, we can pause your progression because your business agent is saying that it's okay. Now, I finally got a hold of the text that the business agent is telling you guys that is being qualified to allow the company to do this. So let's jump into it and hopefully we can go ahead and dissect it and see what's going on. I'm gonna try to put it up on the screen. Forgive me if I can't, get note. So let's jump in and see what it says. So we're doing section in the blue section of your contract. This is section 38. Page 282. All right, we're going to jump down to the fifth paragraph. This is the section that is being allowed to be used. Okay, so it says, in addition, cover drivers who are qualified or in the process of being qualified. Here's the problem right here, right off the bat. These individuals saying that they have 12 years of experience or more, whatever the case is, don't vote members for members in because they don't have any experience. This section, if they're allowing this section to be used, this is just a little bit of critical thinking and a little bit of remedial reading. That's all this is, all right? In addition, cover drivers who are qualified. If you're qualified, guess what? You've already passed the 30-day progression, so you don't need to pause your progression. How is this even being used? Or in the process of being qualified, comma, shall be afforded the opportunity to work as peak season drivers. There it is. That's the punch of this whole paragraph, or this small section of paragraph here. They who are already qualified as cover drivers or in the process of being qualified as cover drivers, they'll get the opportunity to work as peak season drivers, period. All right? So then it says, without gaining full-time seniority. Everybody's like, oh, okay, there's the section, right? Without gaining full-time seniority during October, November, December, prior to hiring peak season drivers. Oh, Eric, there's the punch right there. See, you won't acquire full-time seniority. Well, let's go back up to the top and see why that is. We can start in the second sentence. It says, cover drivers will not acquire full-time seniority when driving under the section. Boom. There you go. You won't get it. Sorry. Why is that? Probably most likely because they are part-timers who are covering for full-timers. So they won't gain it. There it is. Done. Of course you won't gain it in October, November, December because you won't gain it under this section. Period. Done. Close. Case closed. So now, if you read a little further, it says, when no cover work is available, cover drivers shall continue to acquire their part-time seniority with their appropriate part-time benefits. Okay? So now you can go ahead and jump into the section. As you guys can see, this has nothing to do with pausing somebody's progression during the peak season. Basically, the cover driver will be awarded or have the opportunity to be a driver during peak season. That's all it's saying. So now let's take the time to jump into the section that has to deal with qualifying as a driver. You know, this may be the section that we should be dealing with, and it starts on page 252. Okay, and you see it down there. It says subsection 4, qualifications for delivery drivers. No employee shall be required to qualify for a delivery driving position, excluding feeder, more than once. All right, so right off the bat, once you go through your training, you won't have to do it again. Okay, now in this provision applies to both full-time and part-time employees and applies to employees moving into or in between the following positions. All right, they start with regular package car, but I would like to start at the bottom where it says cover driver, because it will make sense to start here. So if an individual would start out as being the cover driver, which is the lowest driving position right outside of air, but I don't see too much with air drivers anymore. But if you start out as a cover driver and all of a sudden you pass your progression and you qualify, right? If you want to become a 224 driver or a regular package car driver, you do not have to be trained again. That's basically what this section is saying. Now let's go ahead and slide down to where it says utility drivers, and you'll see something that has to do with training here. after completion of a 30-day on-road training period. Hello. After completion of a 30-day, all right? Not a every other day, not a one and pause day. No, a 30-day given to you. A 30-day, all right? A 30-day on-road training period in the same center. A new driver is giving the utility driving job unless the driver with more seniority wants such utility work. All right, so we can see here, to become a driver, you must perform a 30-day period, okay? Not 10, then a gap, and then another 10, and then 20, and then boom, we got 30. No, it's 30 days, period. So if you guys are allowing this individual to do this, man, this is ridiculous. So when you get your opportunity, those who are currently in the process of becoming cover drivers, on the process of becoming 224 drivers, and you've been told that your progression can be paused, go ahead and show them this section, and go ahead and when you get to your business agent, ask him to read it for you. So therefore, you'll know exactly what's going on. You know, and sit down and say, why are you using this text when it doesn't have anything to do? Let's jump over here to the 30-day period, and then we'll go ahead and file the grievance on the company to say, no, you're not allowed to do that. Once you start the training, they got to train for 30 days in the same center. So, man, thank you guys for your time. If you guys want to jump in any more, man, there's more to read there. Go read it for yourself. Please remember, man, vote members for members. We got an awesome team, man. We got an awesome leader. The individual has his associates and his bachelor's degree. He's already owned a business before. We also have Red Dillard, man. He's been in the company for a very long time. He was already a shop steward, got upset with how everything was being ran, and just stepped down because no one was enforcing contracts. So it seems like they're trying to get rid of all the strong shop stewards, and you're just left with other shop stewards who just follow the status quo instead of actually trying to enforce the contract. You know, so man, vote members for members. It's always great seeing you guys. Always great talking to you guys, man. Click the like button, man. You know, you always got the haters down there. They be waiting. As soon as the video come out, they're yeah. So great seeing you guys. Love you guys, man. Also remember, tomorrow is the voting poll. Not the voting polls, but the voting polls will. Your ballot should be coming November 18th, but tomorrow we have the election process down at the Union Hall, so if you can make it, it's at 7 o'clock. So be looking for your ballots in the mail for November 18th, and if you don't have it, please go down to the Union Hall and go get it. Go ahead and check that members for members box, and then stick it in the mail, get it certified so you have a copy of it, and send it back, and go from there. Man, you guys are awesome. Great talking to you guys. Get it in before December 6th. Have a great one.